Hi, this is Anand from Geekstick. This is to explain about the purpose and effect of merge and rebase. Hi, today we are going to see the difference between the merge and rebase. Here pictorially it's been depicted over here. In merge, assume we are having 4 revisions. It is belongs to the branch called patch 1. Obviously everything is derived from master. Then this is patch 2. It is derived from 2 or it can be derived from master. That's different. Assume here everything is derived from master. Then 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is my head branch 8. I am in patch 2. Now I would like to merge all the changes which is in patch 1. This first row belongs to patch 1, second row belongs to patch 2. When I am trying to merge from here to the patch 1 head, what will happen? Only those changes will be incorporated over here at version 8. But 5, 6, 7, everything will remain as such. In case of rebase, what will happen? From 8, I am on 8. From here I am telling rebase to patch 1. What will happen? All this 5, 6, 7, 8 will be moved over here underneath the 4. So the changes of 4 will be reflected in commit 5, 6, 7, 8 everywhere. So what will happen in case of rebase? The patch 2 will lose its sovereignty. So far it was standalone by itself. Now it is not going to be anymore like that. So now we will go to that short demo, practically how we are going to use this merge and rebase. But eventually what will happen in case of when it comes to 8, the end result is one and same. But if you want to keep the 5, 6, 7, those commits remain intact without being altered, if you want to keep it as such, go for merge. Obviously you know that merge from your local repository to a working folder. Rebase also everything happening between your local repository. To do merge, obviously first we need to do fetch. What is the lifetime of the fetch from remote repository to local repository? That is its visibility. Nothing beyond that. So from fetch, after fetch, what you need to do? Either you need to check out or merge. So I hope we can call it as one of the last, the video in this Git. So now let's go to the practical now. Already we have seen here in this patch 1 we are having file 1, file 2, file 3, and file 1 is having some content. When you are checkout, we will see what is in this file 1, file 2, file 3. Here in patch 2 likewise we have file 4, 5, 6. Now I am doing like this. Patch 1 got pulled. Now I am doing patch 2. So we are in master, right? So we need to do git checkout. I will maximize its font for your convenience. In fact, it will be comfortable to me too. So I am going to do git checkout patch 1. Yes, we have file 1, 2, 3. Now git log hyphen one line. Yes, so all the commits in the order that we have done, everything is here. Nice. Now let's see the patch 2. Git checkout patch 2. Here also, it's having its unique data. Now what we are going to do, first let's try to do merge. In the merge, what we are going to do in this fourth, Here, this is the last one. Okay. From here, I'm going to do this merge. So obviously, if I say patch 1, automatically it will be head is pointing to here. Unless otherwise, if I do git checkout of this one, the plums will not be available. So it will be detached head. The head will be pointing to this commit. As I said, just patch 1, it will be pointing here only. So I'm not going to do this detach and attach. Let it remain as such. Here, what I'm trying to do, git merge patch 1. Now I am on patch 2. How I am going to check? Git branch. Yes, now I'm in patch 2. So I'm going to do git merge patch 1. Branch merge patch 1 into patch 2. Very good. This is what I want. Now what will happen? Git log -fn one line. So everything came over here. Now in this previously we have seen, right? In this patch 2, because I did git merge patch 1. So, but I'm not in patch 1, but still I'm in patch 2 only. Git branch, still I'm in patch 2. Now in patch 2, I will go one step back. I will be end up in here. Git checkout. Yes. You are in detached head. Yes. Very good. Look here. When I'm going to the previous version, what we are having is only 4, 5, 6. So this is the beauty of it. Now again, I will back to the head itself. First, I need to point it over here. Now I got everything back. So the head is, but still it is detached. Now again, when I do git checkout patch 2, now the head will be attached again. So in the git log, now we are in this. Perfect. Now when I do that command git checkout, the previous one, what happened? Now let's see the git log online. See, it is up to all the way, it moved up to the peach here, because the merge is no more. So we are having from read this drag on to peach only. So you got it right. Again, I'm setting it back to that one. Git checkout patch 2, the head is attached. Perfect. Now everything is there. Again, I would like to show it for your reference. Now only the 4 changes only incorporated into 8. When we saw the 7, we are having only the old changes. That's it. Now the next one is going to rebase. What we are going to do in rebase? This 4, already we made some changes, the 4. Now when I do rebase, these changes will be incorporated into 5, 6, 7, 8, everywhere that would be there. Now let's see how we are going to do that. Perfect. Now we are going to see how we are going to do the rebase. For cleaner example, I removed the patch 2. Again, I am going to recreate. Okay, git branch. Okay, I need to git, because still it is in the local repository. I need to bring it over here, bring it to my local. So I need to git checkout patch 2. Sorry, git checkout patch 2. Now let's see. Yes, here 4, 5, 6. And in the patch 1, we have seen 1, 2, 3, here 4, 5, 6. Git log -, one line. Yes, perfect. Now, what I am going to do, as shown in this slide. I'm from here, already I'm here in this, already I'm here, sorry, here 8. From here I'm going to do rebase my patch 2 to patch 1. So this 5, 6, 7, 8 will be moved over here. So in all 5, 6, 7, 8, all the changes of 4 will also be there. So patch 2, it's not having anything on its own, but patch 1 will remain as such, there is no doubt. Now let's see, git rebase patch 1. See, all 6 changes have been applied over here. Now let's see this git online. Yes, perfect, everything got applied. Now even if I go, as in the 4 is the first one that is added in cat file for strawberry. So if I move to strawberry, what will happen? The changes of patch 1 branch will be there, even if I go to the strawberry, because it's rebased, right? Now I'm doing the detach the head, because whenever I do directly the commit number, head will be detached. See, I got 4, but 1, 2, 3 is there, right? In the previous case, if I go like this, only 4 alone will be there in case of merge, right? So that is the beauty of rebase. If I go to plums, what will happen? The 4 will not be there at all. See, there is no 4. So now again I'm moving back over here. Yes, everything came. Again, I need to attach the head to the branch name, git checkout patch 2. Now everything is here. Now let's go to the patch 1 and check. We are having 1, 2, 3. So patch 1 will remain as such. It will not be touched at all. Only the patch 2, it lose all its individuality, because now it is being inherited from patch 1. So I hope at the most I tried my level best to explain the purpose of this merge and rebase based on our project requirement we have to do, right? So when multiple people are working on it, you can fetch different branches to your local repository. From there you can do this parsing and dicing. You can do either if you want to commit your local changes, you can put it in the stash, or if you want to select the particular branch, you can go for a cherry pick, or direct straightforward approach. Push, pull, that's it. Clone, yeah. Directly everything will be moved to your local directory with the appropriate or right branch. I hope at the most I tried to explain my level best. If you have any queries, feel free to put it on the comment. I will reply to you at the earliest.